Hi everyone, my name is Sue. I'm a volunteer with the Let's Talk Science program at the University of Ottawa. I thought since we're seeing a lot of flowers coming up lately, if you've been outside, some of the tulips have started coming up, or daffodils, or some of the smaller crocuses and different plants that come up in the spring, and we're seeing a lot of leaves come out, that maybe we could do a little video on parts of plants and you can set up a little experiment. So what we're going to do is first, if you're able to get a flower, you could use your own flower, or you can just watch what I'm doing and then I'll show you a little experiment to set up. So I got some tulips from my grandchildren for Mother's Day. So I'm going to use a tulip here. So let's take a look. So one of the things that's missing from this plant is the roots. And the roots help to bring up water and nutrients and also stabilize the plant. They make a strong and stable structure. The stems actually are filled with water. And they bring the water from the roots and the nutrients from the roots all the way up to the rest of the plant, especially the leaf. So if you get a plant, you can take the stem and just open it up. You can use your fingernail, or I have a toothpick, so I used a toothpick. But if you can see, I'm going to do this, you can see my fingers are wet from the plant. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but my fingers are wet because there's water going up here. We call that capillary action. Then you get to the leaf, and tulips have a nice big leaf, and the leaf is where photosynthesis takes place. So photosynthesis means, photo means light, and synthesis means taking things and making something new. So photosynthesis is actually how the plant makes food. It uses sunlight and it takes carbon dioxide, the air we breathe out, and water, and turns it into sugar and oxygen. So this is where the plant makes its food. A plant doesn't need to get nutrients from the ground, although it does better if it has the nutrients. It's kind of like their vitamins, but it can make its own food, so it doesn't need to get nutrients from other places. Then we have more stem, and then we have the petals. So what do you think the petals are for? Well, the petals are to attract pollinators like bees, and I'm going to put this one back in my jar, but I'm going to use these ones that I already kind of pulled apart. So the petals are to attract bees and other pollinators, so butterflies and bees. So they're often bright colors and pretty colors to help attract them. Inside the petals, so inside a tulip, you can really see them well. Some plants you can't see them as well, are what are called stamens, which are the brown ones, and a pistil. So there's only one pistil, but there's usually lots of stamens. And the stamens are where the pollen is made, and the pistil is where the nectar is for bees, and also where the fruit or seed is made. So if this was an apple blossom, this part of the pistil is where the apple would come out of, and that's where the seed is formed as well. So those are the parts of a flower. And if you wanted, you could make a little artwork of different parts of the flower. So I made one here just of stuff I have at home. I went outside and got some sticks for roots, a piece of grass. I actually grabbed some real leaves, and then I just used a Ziploc box and cut up pieces for the petals. So you could make your own flower with the different parts of a plant on it if you wanted. But one of the things you can do is, we know that plants take in carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide we breathe, they breathe in, and that they give us oxygen. So you can actually see that now. So there's lots of new leaves coming out outside, and they are very active in breathing or respiring. So what you can do is take a leaf, put it in a bowl. It doesn't have to be a see-through bowl, transparent bowl, and then pour water on. Now when you pour water on, you're going to see that your leaf is going to float. So you don't want your leaf floating. Can you see that there? So you want your leaf to be down on the ground. So what you can do is take a rock. So you got a leaf from outside, take a rock, and just put the rock on top. And that will help to hold the leaf down. Put your bowl with your leaf in a sunny place in your house, or the sunniest place you can find, and in a day or two, you'll see bubbles on top of your leaf. And bubbles are an indicator that a gas is formed, so you'll see that there's gas on your leaf, and that gas is oxygen or carbon dioxide. Okay, you could try putting one in the dark and putting one in the light and see if there's any differences. But have fun with that. Bye now.